start again. Hello everyone, hold on a minute, let me just get this down here. So, I was trying to do the candy dance earlier, and to this day I still can't do it. And someone like myself should learn to do that dance by now, but every time it comes on, I never get it right. But what the hell am I talking about that for? I wanted to talk about something else. So, this is an MMA video. Hello everyone, by the way. So, there's been all these injuries, there's been all these controversies, McGregor being stripped of belts, John Jones being suspended for a year, Daniel Cormier getting injured, this guy takes a break, that person's going to be off for a while, is this person coming back, blah blah blah. And it has led to this thing where for next year, for the first quarter of next year, and even in the end of this year, they're kind of missing these big marquee fights that they need right now. And listen, you have to really think about what I'm getting at. I'm not dissing a guy's ability. I'm talking about a guy or girl's star power and ability to draw pay-per-view money. And when you think about it, for the end of the year, other than having Ronda, what else do they have? And obviously Georges St. Pierre is not back yet. You know, he might be back, you never know. So they're missing the Georges St. Pierre trump card. McGregor doesn't want to fight until after May, it seems like. And you've got this whole drama with him and Floyd Mayweather, which we'll discuss another time. Nate Diaz is kind of probably waiting for a third McGregor fight. And I think he's going to be very fussy about who he fights next. Eddie Alvarez just got completely creamed by McGregor. But poor choice of words there. But the point I'm getting at is, and Brock Lesnar they don't have, Jones is suspended, all these things have happened, so they need, for the first quarter, and really throughout the duration, some big marquee fights, or they need some draws. And where am I going with this? I'm going here with this. I personally think it's time that they get Nick Diaz back, dust him off, he's not ancient, get Nick Diaz back. And when Vitor Belfort did that interview and he said that Nick Diaz was a fight that he was interested in doing, I say, you know what, fuck it, do it, sign it up, get it signed, do it on pay-per-view, it's money, you're going to make money anyways. I'll tell you this, I don't see Nick doing that fight on Fox for free as a main event, but on a pay-per-view, I think that could be quite an attractive offer. Also, think about it, it's Vitor Belfort, he stands, there's a good chance for Nick to win that fight if he can weather the storm, and he's not going to moan about another wrestler trying to take him down and hump his leg for 5 rounds or whatever. Nick has a good shot of winning this, and it's a win-win situation. Much like when they said Nick Diaz versus Anderson Silva, when I said it in my own video many years ago, that doing Diaz and Silva was a win-win situation, and I say the same thing applies here. Why? Because if you live and die by the rankings, and I somewhat do at times, and others somewhat do at times, if you live and die by the rankings, you're like, oh, well, this doesn't make sense, the rankings, and it's going to mess this up, and no, it doesn't hurt the rankings. It's kind of like, and you look at it like this, let me sell it to you like this. Belfort has lost, his last 2 to 3 fights? Diaz has lost his last 3 fights. They're both big names. Diaz draws on pay-per-view. Belfort against the right opponent draws on pay-per-view. If you look at Diaz's last pay-per-view fight, it was 650,000 buys against Anderson Silva. Granted that the thing that they had working with them in their promotion for that fight was this was the big comeback return fight for Anderson Silva against Nick Diaz. And whilst they don't have that trump card to play with in the promotion, you do have this as a fun dream fight, and if you sell it as that, it's going to work. But you can have this. This is Diaz's return after almost a year to 2 years off the out on the market. So you can promote it in that way, and it's Nick Diaz. And the Diaz name is still pretty hot right now. Nate's got a lot of momentum going. You know what, fuck it. Why not do this? Have a UFC card in March. Why not have Nick Diaz versus Vitor Belfort and Nate Diaz versus Eddie Alvarez? Do it in California. You've got a main and semi-main. The Diaz brothers, homecoming. That's a big card. And that's going to draw. The Diaz brothers draw. They do draw. And Nate has become more of a draw because of the whole Conor McGregor thing. So why not do that? And to be honest with you, I think they should. A lot of people are going to say, oh, well, it doesn't make sense. What are they going to do after that? Blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. I like Daniel Cormier, but he's unless he's fighting John Jones, he's not drawing in the same way. Or if he ever fought Cain Velasquez. They need those fights. And think about it like this. The UFC got sold for God knows how much. There's still some things that they need to pay off. And they're going to need big fights that make them a lot of money in order to help speed up the process of paying off these things. And if you look at it, I think that if they do a Diaz and Diaz show and do it on pay-per-view, I think it will draw a mother load of money. And Nick is such a controversial figure. And yes, to quote Eric Bischoff in this case, controversy can create cash. Diaz is very controversial. He's very polarizing to a lot of people. But people want to see him fight. And if you do that, I think that they could definitely do some monster numbers. And if you want me to give you a fight analysis of it, it's quite simple. If he weathers the storm, he wins. Pretty much. That's what I think. And you can reheat Diaz or you can reheat Belfort. And it doesn't hurt your rankings at welterweight or 185 in any way whatsoever. In fact, if anything, if Diaz wins, he might end up getting a title shot at middleweight because of his ability to draw. Or he might get a title shot at welterweight. You never know. But they need those fights. They need those big drawing fights. And I think that that's what they need to do right now. And in my opinion, it's a win-win situation. And I think it's a fight fans want to see. And I pose that question to all of you as I wrap this up. Do you want to see that as a fight? Is that a fight you want to see this or in 2017 when 2017 comes our way? Do you want to see that? You let me know what you think. I know I want to see that. Why not? Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Gonna upload this, hopefully do a second video later on in the week, be a bit more regular with these things. Chris, just a quick message, I'm without a phone, so if you can't get a hold of me, you're gonna have the inbox message me. I've got no phone, literally not until maybe the end of this week, phone busted. But anyways, guys, thank you, take care, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, let me know what you think, and I'm not done for the week. Take care, peace, and God bless you all.